Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. 94.7.
Asempa FM.
94.7. Asempa FM. Oh yeah, don't papa. Asempa FM. Everywhere you are. Asempa FM. Everywhere you go. Asempa, hey. Asempa, hey. All talk all day.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7.
The CIMT Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen. Are you ready? You are listening to the CIMT Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen on Asempa 94.7 FM.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7.
The winner, Radio Program of the Year 2018, I beg your pardon. Asempa FM's Ekosiisen. And then they come, ladies and gentlemen.
The winner goes home with a memento, citation, and certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, the Radio Program of the Year 2020 goes to Asempa FM Ekosiisen. Well, the host, I don't know who he has not interviewed yet. Congratulations to all of you, the entire team at Asempa FM's Ekosiisen. Congratulations to you for emerging the Radio Program of the Year 2020. Let's do the Radio Program of the Year 2023. The sponsor of this award is the Ghana Journalists Association, GJA. What radio program do you listen to? Is it the Radio Program of the Year 2023? Ekosiisen Asempa FM.
Ekosiisen, Asempa FM.
And that's the Radio Program of the Year 2023, Ekosiisen Asempa FM.
Well, I know that Asempa has gained a lot of experience. Asempa is one of the, not the forerunners, but in terms of coverage and listenership, you stand tall. The new FM stations that are coming into the arena are not calling on you to exit, for them to survive. Is that what is happening? No. They are learning from you. They are learning under your feet. They are also trying as much as possible to find space. And, there's enough in the world for everybody. There's enough in the world for everybody. And so I think that those who are coming up, we definitely will encourage the injection of new blood. But you cannot also totally do away with the experience.
It's always a pleasure coming to Asempa where the truth is spoken.
Samuel Atachi, Honorable Minister in charge of Works and Housing, Member of Parliament for Ebuakwa South.
Time I have that. If I have any aje. Na any man that down never to accommodate so. Mate. We must say Ghana da wakuma so. Sounds when da makuma so. Yeah. Nti ehwe na o man impeja.
Freshest burger in town. Tell what you are about to say.
Obi. Yamiadum, the vice selection I can eat. You have 2 wins so now. But also, why? Obi, minimum says, I will fancy, sir.
Sir,
hey, Miss Miko Convention, Apostolic Convention. So, why are you Pentecost? But Miko Apostolic Convention of Baltimore. Apostolic forward the law. Okay. Mrs. Ketchy, no money, Cromwell, and now Obi, now it's not Obi, no, I feel because I'm Obi Warrior, and I'm Mr. Mini Facebook with 2 Bisano. They love you too much. But why are they? Price in the cost. It's a chair of phone now, or by woman who said, oh, Bomode, now Tumpon.
Chairman, could you watching Aquaba and Pump to say,
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
Nah, Oba de Adarum, Obu say who watch a crack. Papa. I'm the same account, but the Adam say, okay, the Minan is Obi, the body, your man, tiny. He's a fine gentleman. Yeah. The trading policy. So they have do. Near Chebushon for you now, or my wabro try tea war, but we shall feel good. They love you too much. You see,
it almost was.
I think you are doing a great job. Obi. Yeah. Me pay bonina and it's all that was with the way. Amen. Now, you must say no encouragement. Say there is a bright future ahead of you. You keep it up. You ask intelligent questions. Don't be a mechanic. Me say I told you now me tifie na fe u bisa na fe u nipa na answers na. E wo mo na dey abewo me say you arrest my case. Why are there?
Oh, okay. It is a Ghana Nibia 8 year. The person should not be confused about separate identities, no.
Oh, na internet no crown so obo media and now show me Wikipedia or some recognize me as Freedom Jacob Caesar. Okay. Okay. No, and I make an quite to say Jay-Z.
Anderson Carter.
Check it. Wikipedia is here or back connected the two. Until I need your motion how any pa ebodino. No mudi combining and no more search engine.
Oh, okay. It means that Cheddar and a Nicky, no, and a nickname.
Nickname. I just say Obi. See what they will cast Cheddar Namaka Obi.
Oh, okay. Wow. Chief Bine, Aquabana, Apom to then.
Osei.
Ekosiisen On Asempa
FM.
Fantastic. Na mete fote on catcher. Bibia bokoa.
Oh, Yakubona drum, Bibia daddy. Now, what's what Apom?
Yaminadum, kakra. Ye pimso kakra.
Asempa, I will know what you now watch this. So, I'm gonna hire you to wonder Abra. One thing around Morocco to be our Obama Aswat.
Fantastic.
Ghana Manda on us.
Ernest Yaokomi, Takwaba, and saying,
Yamidobi,
Bibi Ekoi,
Yamiadum, the Yami, Asha Swama, Fiako, Asamba Betu India. Na Yamina was here Danasi, na Yadagana Funyanasi, na Adofon Swa, Omuzwa Kosutai, Chinia, dia bring your mushy in crying. Emma Yensono, Yabumwe, Gusu Timi, Jumanes and the city, and on Tenkane, your party for, near party in Penny for, and so no. Yenda Munyanasi, the Mefakuni Swachi Aminian Metia, if he Aquitian and Pato Munina, Aquitia Constituency, Yachiam. And can me chairman or a friend Alaji Baba Yakubu.
Constituency chairman. Aye.
Okay. But no friend Baba Yanku. Obi enda Monsomasi. Oh, it's say whether we come on the show or not, it is show no. Now it's one of the impressive shows. A Wukuma Utia say you are either being educated or informed. Now I am share some of us now you know more personal relationship and me share the team spirit. I am Modiye Jumana. It is very, very interesting.
Oh, me that's it. No pay. Me banam news are Uber. That is our ban. Matthew programs na home am in China. Oh. Just say Obi banam say. I know the idea na pia boba. Because I Uber titi ni amaska diamond. That's what force me am African simple. Me that's so am quite sad. Me da Ghana force was
openness, you know. I think that this shouldn't be a problem at all.
Mida itself should come out, yes.
Yeah, Mida should tell us, oh, Miracle, this is a shareholding structure. Indigenous Ghanaians, only maybe X percentage, and the Philippines, they only a Y percentage. And I think that should settle this matter.
Honorable, it's always a pleasure talking to you. May that's a powerful for your time.
What be, that's
it. And the Honorable John upon the attending cannot.
Mendas na memfa konya oso enchia etifo nyina o mutie Ekosiisen dwumadi no na yebedom so ase because Asempa Asempa nyina so efi etifo and me gigi self Ghana fa na nyina obi radio eda wuti na adwuma pa maye but abe premise amrenti mem sama muni yo muni adwuma fo mpenifo nyina
Elder Amos Kevin Anan asori penya kwa ba net saying
me just so many of them official pa
papa commentary officer say na bibi ekoyi
officer na love life lessons and a legacies in common. I told the park come as some of the idea you are. Oh, dear, new kind. Now, the boy on buying. Sure. That's in so Mujuma Pa Moody, Ekosiisen, so TM Pa.
Yeah, that's it.
The Kaiser me called Nigeria last time. Yes. I was listening. From the University of Nigeria. That was where I was based.
Okay. Kofi. They will turn against them. Boem constituency for
Boem for Joe because we program Omumfa in the agro and they listen to it a lot and also and let me use this opportunity to congratulate you. More platform program award. It's a great award. More and you are doing so well. People will criticize you, but that is the success some of them. Yeah, it helps you to listen and then do more. That's why you are winning the honors. And that's why you are winning the honors. And to keep it up.
Yeah, that's a Dr. Koboy, Aqua Banapom to saying, Obi, in fact, we are too much. We are too much. First of all, Obi are too much. We are too much. Secondly, no, Obi in Timanja time for me. Kelly, no, you go back and report to me say, Metras have no normal from him. In fact, Obi, we are too much. Nah, and yeah, look when no one can be no Rebecca. Some of your mom say, a balloon so far, no, now the first class. Nah, dear AC Nature say, Lord Rancher, Obi. Now you saw any one, say, Obi Judge. Nah, that's my Dusro, I'm a wife spring. Oh, fantastic.
Asempa FM.
Your Excellency, Akwaba, na Otten.
Hey, Obi, Yamina Dumiahui.
Bibia
Boko, me chete fupa. Na mabahan me who de Zabasasa. Wabrabo. Sande Obi and the minimum Sekedi Takra. This is nationally. The level, baby, will do royal. Wow, that's great. It's great. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
You see, that has always been my philosophy. We hasn't there happen, you know. As the trees grow, others come up. It's painful work. I'm also the children. That's it. It's really a pleasure to be before you at Asempa. And this is the first time Samara me pre Asempa FM. Oh yes.
Okay. Sometimes when I'm listening to discussions on Ekosiisen, I'm a keen listener to Ekosiisen. Every 2 o'clock I'm on it. I'm listening to they are the current issues on the.
Professor Stephen Kweku Asare. That's a pa Nyami Shao.
Obi me that's a pa also Nyami Shao. Na twaso na Ekosiisen no mani nye kese next year beba no na office no aye kese pa.
Amen. Okay. All right. And Professor Stephen Kweku Asare, ono a legal practitioner, KPMG professor of accounting, University of Florida, and Moten in Kano. Yo, Prof, where the medase?
Yo, me wa do wa kwa mu kwa post for no na enche ho do magina ba bia bi men some kakra no se sia wa men kofi. Mate.
Medase pa. Asempa FM, yes.
Na Asempa for na mu kanya me some kase. Asempa de gospel o dia mu kan Yesu Kristo wa asem.
Ye ka papa. Okay, ya na weti ye ka pa. Nyami sha wonso. Oh, nice. Medase. Professor Stephen Ade and Yatene Kano.
Medase nedi kind no mame enchia wetiefo bi na obi mezozo memo mabaso se ono production team MS Brano Ghana for better ni ayekoso e wo wiase ni oman mu a egise Ekosiisen.
Yes.
na akoye kosi san so yi de na asi ebusa se ehin na ne ma na kosi
Asempa FM
kosi san me das
obinie ekosi san nie Bonsu awo mene sempa de brane mamba obi som oribo
Kosi sen wo Asempa FM Kosi sen wo Asempa FM Ekosiisen Asempa 94.7 Asunyine tie Oribo Ekosiisen wo Asempa FM Ekosiisen wo Asempa FM Obi nebalo Obibo Ode Asempa na bo Obi nebalo Ode Asempa na
obinie ekosisen nie Bonsu awo mene sempa de brane mamba obi som
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, following yesterday's presidential and parliamentary elections, Ghanaians at home and abroad have been sitting on tenterhooks awaiting the outcome of the election. Let me say that the data from our own internal collation of the election results indicate that former President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has won the presidential election decisively. The NDC has also won the parliamentary election, even though we await final collation for a number of seats. However, I believe ultimately that these will not change the overall outcome. I have just called His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to congratulate him as President-elect of the Republic of Ghana. I said during the signing of the Peace Pact that I was sure of two things. Ghana will win and peace will reign. The people of Ghana have spoken. People have voted for change at this time, and we respect that decision with all humility. I thank God Almighty for how far He has brought me, and I submit to His will. I am making this concession speech before the official announcement by the Electoral Commission to avoid further tension and preserve the peace of our country. It is important that the world investor community continues to believe in the peaceful and democratic character of Ghana. These are our most important assets. Ghana is more important than our individual political ambitions, and we must always put Ghana first. While this was not our desired outcome, I say this is part of the democratic process. We put our best foot forward in the contest, explaining our policies and programs. However, it is sometimes the case that the voter would have other ideas. I am very proud of the efforts of our campaign team, and I thank them very much. I assure His Excellency John Dramani Mahama of my full support in the transition process. As committed Democrats, we pledge to ensure that we have a very smooth transition so that the business of government will continue seamlessly. The MPP would offer the needed support to the new government in a very responsible way. Ladies and gentlemen, we have conceded defeat like any consummate Democrat would do, but we have not abandoned the fight to transform Ghana and expand opportunities to all sections of our society. We will not be a disruptive opposition.
Mahamadou Bawumia of the NPP obtained 4,657,304, being 41.61%. Daniel Augustus Latte Jr. of the GCPP obtained 16,673, being 0.15%. Christian Kwabena Andrews of the Ghana Union Movement obtained 16,461, being 0.15%. Kofi Apalu of the LPG obtained 5,219, being 0.09%. Mohamed Frimpong of the National Democratic Party obtained 4,413, being 0.04%. Nana Akosua Frimpong of the CPP obtained 23,397, being 0.21%. Mr. John Dramani Mahama of the NDC obtained 6 million. Let me take that again. Mr. John Dramani Mahama of the NDC obtained 6,328,397. And I'd like to repeat that. Mr. John Dramani Mahama of the NDC obtained 6,328,397, being 56.55%. Mr. Hassan Ayariga of the APC obtained 17,461, being 0.16%. Mr. Kofi Kranting, independent candidate, obtained 3,320, being 0.03%. Mr. George Chumberima Edu, independent candidate, obtained 3,091, being 0.02%. Nana Kwame Biediaku, independent candidate, obtained 84,470, being 0.05%. Mr. Alan Kojo Tremanting, independent candidate, obtained 31,202, being 0.28%. The total valid votes cast add up to 11,191,422. Total rejected votes 239,109. Total votes cast 11,430,531. It's important to mention that the total registered voters add up to 18,774,159. And the percentage voter turnout based on the 267 constituencies, stands at 60.9%. 60.9% based on the 267 constituencies. And as I mentioned, this does not include the 9 constituencies whose results we are yet to receive. Ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned earlier, results from the 9 constituencies are still as outstanding. The 9 constituencies are Ewutu Senya East, in Sawam, Aduajiri, Akwetia, Suhum, Techiman South, Domi Kwabenya, Ablekuba North, Ahafo Anon North, and Damango. The total registered voters in all 9 constituencies add up to 947,116. In the event that all the valid voters from the 9 constituencies above voted for the candidate who placed second, the total number of votes he would garner would be 5,604,420.
My brothers and sisters, there is much to do to salvage our country and reset it. It would have to start with a reset of the relationship between citizens and elected officials. We must never forget that the people of Ghana have chosen us to represent their wishes and their best interest. It is the reason we would be initiating important governance reforms and sometimes initiate severe measures in the next 4 years to reset our nation and bring it back on track as the Black Star of Africa. The journey is not going to be easy, my brothers and sisters, because the outgoing government has plunged our dear nation into an abyss. However, we are determined to work together with you to build the Ghana we want. And I am certain that we shall win the battle. We intend to work together to restore the shattered confidence in our politics and governance system. This election and its outcome represents an opportunity for a new beginning as we can begin to write a new chapter of our collective story. We need to consciously set the tone for the new direction in which we'll be traveling. My brothers and sisters, I want those words, my brothers and sisters, to be a reminder to all of you, a reminder to me, and to every individual who has just been elected or re-elected, that no matter what office you hold, no matter what your political affiliation is or has been in the past, the one thing we share in common is the nation Ghana. And it is that we want a much better Ghana. We want a Ghana that works for everybody and not just a few people. We want a Ghana that considers the well-being of all her citizens and affords them each the ability to live a life of dignity, a life of limitless opportunity. My brothers and sisters, from the Kaya Yo to the managing director, to the market women, the bankers, the teachers, security personnel, to the market women, doctors, the pastors, the drivers, the tailors and seamstresses, we are all essential to the functioning and forward motion of this country.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7.
Obinie, Ekosiisen nie, Bonsu awon menesempa, debrane mamba, Obi, som, Oribo. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM. Ekosiisen Asempa 94.7 Asunyine. Arriba! Ekosiisen On Asempa FM. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM. Obi nebado biba. Asempa na bo binebano biba binebano Asempa na obinie Ekosiisen nie Bonsu awon mene sempa de brane mamba obi som
Asempa FM. Asempa FM. .7
Asempa FM Sony Ekosiisen Renaissance Asubio. It's a Tuesday afternoon, a day after the Electoral Commission of Ghana, through its chairperson, the final presidential results declaration Etuja as the sole returning officer for the presidential election. And in that declaration, he announced that the Ghanaian people have voted for the flag bearer of the NDC, our former president, now president-elect of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama. In the day after that declaration, Yatenase, Edi Ekosiisen Jumedieno, Premo, Obekaya, a free and anufiada, and I share say elections eve. That was throughout the night in Tiashasiebe 8 p.m. Ye free hana bobe 1 a.m. and memenda no ahomache by 5:30 a.m. and so you're sign bound from him across all our platforms. Adom TV, Adom FM, Asempa FM, and Inshra FM in Kumasi. In here day back-to-back coverage, comprehensive, you know, probably a historic coverage. And because this was certainly a historic election. You never see a coverage, then so yeah, historic. Anyway, did things Mubi Brinama and some amazing feedback. We are grateful some Okaya who threw out the process. Into free and anufiada ABC Enra Ejwada. Ye rappe up in coverage and no pay ye na ye ba Adom TV so be ye man ye kama bibia etumiako inti about Ekosiisen Jumedie no Airbremo, the very first edition of Ekosiisen after the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. In the name say the 9th parliament is all but set. Aka constituencies kakrebi enra the electoral commission chairperson ka say 9 constituencies bi oha as a coalition no still in limbo nioma entuto munwie and the minim say bebre na de modwen ho ne say constituencies ne kra constituencies ben obobo so baby na refi and I'll take you through all those constituencies and most importantly ye be kwa hwe the air koso was our constituencies no enti mehwe se I ready wa ha mebobo constituencies no de amamo chum fasande me na menhwe fan tuja na afa yenhu se de nioma esi airco and then would take you live to those constituencies na ya hwe the constituencies 9 no Ablekuma North in the Ekosha Ablekuma North se coalition o mawia presidential wine wini and parliamentary in so wine and ewini domi kwa benya so much controversy presidential wine wini parliamentary wine and ewini Damongo constituency presidential wine wini parliamentary wine and ewini ahafuano north and so Ekosiisen ewutu senya east and where you're one of the constituencies electoral commission chairperson ebodin say ehono nioma emma ewieye ewo inti ebekwa akobusa say nioma etesen in Sawem Aduejiri. We've seen videos Honorable Frank Anodompre ewom police for dinechi in semnu bebre conflicting stories on social media. In the Ebeko Sawem Aduejiri akobusa say nioma etesen ewo ho. Yebeko Akwetia constituency eno eastern region yete say NST Alkumi enana only by a gap of some 2,000 votes but still final declaration no encourse nioma te say Akwetia constituency yebeko ho Suhum constituency so still nioma entuto mu enwie electoral commission chairperson ebo eka constituencies nioma entuto mo nti yebeko so hu nso na afia ko Techiman South nso yenya ntia se honorable Ajay Sakosa enana olidi again by some 2,000 votes but still there is controversy there namsoma some police installations were attacked local constituency coalition center the course on nese weni ensa okachenti 9 constituencies are EC chairperson edi tu just say nioma entito mi presidential election now announce it was minus these 9 constituencies. What it means, they say 9 constituencies where coalition enye certified inti when your presidential results ekra emfree or amfanka other constituencies dia unya no inti o declare but she said say omo the 9 we nyina kra vote wo ho nyina de ma candidate odi second na onya enough vote to overturn results no and until now call ahead or announcement and raba our job this afternoon is yebusa say constituencies in Kunuwe no Ekosiisen of course would add Okaikwe Central a constituency maybe currently Honorable Patrick Boama MP, and according to the declaration made at the Coalition Center no the declaration went in favor of Baba Sadiq. But Honorable Patrick Boama Echremua, that declaration no inconsequential on the basis of it being illegal because now in follow any procedure known in law, both CI 127 and the representation of the people law, I think. Yes, we'll delve a bit more into Okaikwe Central and so akoshe the Ekoso ewo inti and you focus on these 9 or 10 constituencies. Yeah, they see wo nyina ebebrem no mo said enioma is and then we'll bring you our analysis of the data as we've seen from the Electoral Commission and FA presidential elections, and across the country, parliamentary, and so. Mr. also be joining on social media, on YouTube, Asempa 94.7 FM. That's our page on our channel on YouTube, Oko Facebook, and also Asempa 94.7 FM. Ubese utie online, adomonline.com and myjoyonline.com. Yebedi ubetimi etie ewo ho enna o multi TV decoder ni be radio channel no Asempa FM or sound so na HD plus decoder is radio channel no Asempa FM ewo ho a ubetimi etie yen enti moma yen nyina yen hye nso me here some segment ne beto so proudly sponsored by Kesse Built, Africa Queen Mackerel, Doormasters, EcoBank Ghana and a Powerjet batteries. Sound of our time, yedi kind the Abramo Dada, and also A to Z Auto Service Unlimited, Provident Insurance, Tontina 74, and a Royal Kingdom Estate. Interviews ayebeye ujumedie isono, sponsored by Axis Sport Agency, My Way Insurance, Syntex Tank, and a Seahorse Engine Oil. Your discussion segment so DBS Roofing Papa Fie, Franco Trading Enterprise, Phone Papa Fie, and a Tridol Express. And a boy media so Abraham and the discussion saying we been fitun to a studio on a political aid to the vice president and Yebenya Eric Eje also a deputy spokesperson for the NDC's running mate who is now the vice president elect of the republic inti and you know betna say edi enkomo your WhatsApp number ne 0548 443 523 0548 443 523 0548 443 523 for messages no ebrey oman akwaba
obi na ti say
adumia na crying kakran
working throughout
yeah the past 4 days has been really hectic.
Yeah, yes. For 3 good reasons. The kind is you could dine.
Sure.
Yeah, be shaba tuna se braye to abano ya to ewie. Untimi fanya mi accidenti.
Yes.
You know, and then for the month of December, Christmas, Bonsu, you know, to the Christian community, is our month.
Yeah.
You know, we are forever grateful to Trade and Ponyankopon. And then the close of the year, and you depend on abedu sample so yigidi any out of so said by December 31 when I made the betray then we witness the historic
crossover
and crossover. 2 things. So the historic comeback and the crossover. We say on the 7th of January 2025 the NDC's flag bearer now president-elect our former president
yes
Anna Akufna de Beshenensa Nafi, what's the affairs of the country.
Yes.
In fact, there's a lot to look at in terms of or diagnosis, the pollsters, the prophecies, and the media and the citizenry. There's so much to talk about. And Mimi Jidis said, the president-elect Akano, there's a lot ahead of us in terms of a Juma, as I say, on any team, no, and the general secretary also, the chairman rather, has also echoed that fact to say he can feel that heaviness even on his shoulders. The excitement is that the president-elect Eko can say our president now, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, I extend this and the matters of transition.
Yes.
One and Shasi then he might feel that is one of the smartest and then one of the means because a brain, a brain, especially when the NDC is coming from that background and mindset. The country has been run into an abyss. So they need to quickly know the status of the country and fully prepare. And I think one of the things that made the DBMKs is going to be of great concern to Ghanaians. The people or the team, His Excellency, and then the executives, be put together to man
the affairs of this country.
Because I believe they have that mindset. Clearly, there's a certain confidence that Ghanaians enyawo omumu, whether omo party for the contour above, whether floating voters or whether obi and contour, that's not the issue now. When we talk about Ghana man paying for the next 4 years, it is John Dramani Mahama. So make sure so one can send him because omo commentaries omo running whilst in opposition and close to the elections. It was clear to the fact that India thinking in their mind, the country. There was no country in existence in terms of our economy, in terms of hardships, in terms of job opportunities, equal opportunities, and all those things. Maybe no. Did they have it at the back of their mind that if you look at the figures, it means that Omodimbo aye ni so amanatra, osa kohemra shebejum kra, aye ni so amanatra. So they don't have a choice as it stands now to say omobe drag and mama excuse. What we are looking forward to is a Ghana where the president-elect has assured all of us that it's going to be a better Ghana than the Ghana that we have been handed over to. And let me quickly chip in this. And we should be careful how sometimes we behave, especially to the security agencies. It's like nobody is taking any order again. And that's not healthy for us as a country. So cowardice no everybody yen can call ni impuntu no ache asomai go eye pleasing jobs in this country. Say the security ni behave as if say there's nothing at stake and nobody's in control. No, a big cause to be worried because country beyond is governed by. That's why me pay Omuna Kokoba, teacher anything for Kokobo Mdiama, a chita for Wasura, whether we NDC, whether MPP. It is time some of these things are thrown out of your mindset and our
No, but I think baby our air corner so no, we don't have to deal with it in a business as usual.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And if the IGP is listening. And even we crown should go beyond the IGP. The president of the republic is still Nana Dankwa.
But that's what I make us say.
I mean, this cannot continue.
But that's what I make us say. It's like it's breaking down. Even though in the way I feel that there's a group be the citizen check.
Okay.
Yeah, they are rather putting in checks to frustrate. Those sometimes it might not necessarily be party supporters.
Yes, sir. Party supporters, the best party. Sometimes
it might not necessarily be party supporters. Because say if it's NDC, I'm asking myself, say, I didn't go and wedding maybe I don't know quite trash.
Yes.
So open say your investigation, a airport, and I say Ghana gas, and I say assembly here. How do you go to destroy whatever is there, pick the stuff there, and think that you get to the bottom of the investigation? It's too early for us all to be doing this to ourselves. That's why because whether security has broken down. You see the other. You're too about we need change. People won't not pose for national year almost time. Now, if the parties want to say they know already. They know. They form their mind. Yeah. And then your pretense at this point, at the expense of Ghana, it's like nobody's in control again. And then at least, after election,
he's still commander in chief.
There should be a certain statement from the president. Of course, who now is still in charge. It may say opposite for that issue about trying to please. It doesn't have to see a giddy I be attitude that is at once. And we are not seeing anybody who is in anything like, oh, I'm doing what is right for what is all this supposed to mean?
My meaning come on and then we'll deal with this issue. The Electoral Commission Coalition Center for Greater Accra Region, a old EC office and as you see a Greater Accra Regional EC one office in the whole coalition koso ewo ya asantoa ewa homano. So from there me yankoni no eni enkomo too bad ahomano article would work the lines and get her back na afie no atoa so yate se Ablekumanov the na coalition koso sisi aba it's been on hold for a while until we'll get to her na afie ya share the reasons why ehode no hold and then as we promised ya the mobeko all the outstanding 9 constituencies akwohwe de ekoso in the asantoa san abasantoa akwa abete sen
obi to send the Ghana ni wonye so ane se nyame adomeye nanso the meda me chair election coverage for 2020 and so that electoral commission regional office and Ablekumanov constituency parliamentary results collation ayatare Nina and say Inchiniwa in Semenwase and Ekoswa. Sir Uchemwa, the Amura, and my process need to make a cranky collation letter since woman to and Yenese. Inches. Electoral Commission NDC for bar, one more collation room, Methodist Church or Dr. Kwesieda, a Yiano, one more SSR, one more pin sheets, Ekosheno, Intino. Code do a polling station code in your bar, electoral commission see NPP so side, one must say, Lemon Dana ya to a baby and NDC in cough when be attacking and cough when the job of pin sheet SNO. And also be a bar, one must see a money. And next in your bunch says, can't pin sheets and so one more fine year, NDC for so one to ask you. If you are in your bars, no delay processing. A delay in answer, not party supporters, a well abontia, one my baby easy, a new move, a fire, a demo, a Adabrata Polyclinic, a day about Red Hospital, Nimha, in Temhona Easy Shena, no Munsu Buafu, and you do by the non person, Baba, the Omuya collation. Now, Asantua come to a compromise.
Asantua Nyabotrema me. Now, say, your polling station code now. Electoral Commission and Kasa say omuni copy of the pink sheet.
The son say kwesieda we an NDC youth ni bi ekwa attack or mo baby o mo collation no eno na nam so nti ama collation wo mo nwie e wo constituency a wo mo dia bedu ha no.
Anti o mo kwa attack me nyabotre. O mo kwa attack
no e na ayira no ana say yahye no.
Okay, and o mo kwa attack isi mpanyifo no constituency level ho.
Yes, but they are not
coalition.
From Methodist Church or Doko, NT, and Neo Kwa. I sorry no crown, no one popular proofs. I was sorry down the main gate. And then one more to share. I want money movie or a whole kaye. A woho, a dance here, a woho.
Now, Yenny Madicrontia, NDC for the attack coalition center, Eshe, pink sheet, Nibi Yenny Madicro.
Delay. And they sign them more delay air costing. And then my winning Tabani say a party be also when they say near Tehon on NDC so I win MPP so I win the parliamentary, And supporters need the right information, now my education a boom, a bufua boom, a comarco so. And you know I must say, but this one, you see, Bobama, but you could do your attack in the Bermuchichu, no. One must say, results need to do a while, if bar. One more and yet the two results almost to say if you edify baby no be room because I know some man or almost sha NPP needed the year was so I say one more NDC before the almost say police station and then yes sanity. On my booth when they are no more can and say no plan then no premier and mean to mention copies of the pin sheets for all the parties, that's EC, NPP, and NDC. Maybe they compare, but supporters in reason here or maybe that day anyway. And if you are a baby, so say no. We are say come to a compromise, you know. Say, now, some judge after the you may any other NDC in 24 a baby general a tie one more candidate is up now ability. I bet here with the NPP team say a fair dear say about kita pin sheet a hard copy. That's about kita pin sheet a scanned copy. Yonder yarn is on the better to home. Compare code a pet. Figures and introy and be their signatures a pair. One with the Bayer, you must send your process in the person. If you are woman, Santi, no pass them one more my polling stations 281, one with me, 219, NT 62, and now one more Greece and last no what your boy still one more in year, one big giant, then none of 10 a.m. One more better. You better do your Johnson 12 for your train, you say security more thing. Our collation room for now, while my team barricade, then they are a person for a walk on FSA. So we are party Nimpo and our bar, Obetina barricade, letting penny for never collation the pet, and a betina table no home, any EC, any NPP 15 minutes. And tonight, I hear say, the letter commission deputy director and a bar, or better say, oh, yeah, she processing us. Then so, or say, was some at the transom for. You could hear ya near woman to our say. Order from above when they say, Electoral Commission, put it on hold. Any constituency or any result are dispute and I say, Asempa on hold until further notice. Into way as I could fare a before for a buyer. So I say, a 100 year. NDC, any NPP team, I said, there be any saying that, no, you can't say, yeah, but to collation, so I then I must say, there be, you put it on hold. Some say, yeah, the patients in Abba, yeah, and your hard copy crown, stand copy or home. To my yen, now party for no so a dear before, a yes, a more. And only by the agency, I let our commission to say, there be any idea, one more better here. A while ago, Peter Bama Otokono of the NDC side, and then some 12 for Kasaya. Wakasa or name Mammy de Mensa Akasa, na Mammy de Mensa Asamo de 2 or no Otokono and say. A year regional director of Electoral Commission, Mammy Gladys Penkra, and I asked on any staff, no, one more and yes, say their lives are in danger because of the annual and Sana, one would declare or calculate central results. And Okwano, so what shall and yet polling stations, meaning no Mudina, so I declare ye, and now so no, one more has said their party for number. One more and Jimmy said, one more panel, a bayer pepe, one who's almost a day Sunday. And see, Otukono, I say, only Mammy de Mensa, wait dear a year. You will be a make and send your Mammy de Mensa and the command say, Otukono say. Only Mammy de Mensa Santa Church and in here extra say, how is it a womanly problem? It is in that answer. Now, Wama agree the terms. Now, almost fanculity 52 now. And to one more years and one more for your protest, Kaka was his headquarters. And so, what I one more day, woman computers on the year, Jumina, as I'm better to table. Now, dear woman is the best assembly, I'm a no say. Electoral Commission staff, officers, NPP team, woman sign my table. No.
Oh, okay.
And see, you name the air force, so I take a decision for Frampa. So one day your collation, no, and I said the Omokan and around 11:40, no, and one of Mugu air can, and Tina will be the Awaho and no.
Now, so far,
supporters, regional office.
Now, so far, the regional office, no. Constituency and the air outstanding just Ablekumanov and as other constituencies the air.
Domipa Benya na a candia and one more try say one bay recollection. Say or calculate central never Domipa Benya and Ablekumanov. Then so no dear Kosi and said Domipa Benyano. Lawyer Michael Quay was one the pinches a good. If you're us one more with the ever drew or no. or see Niniano NDC for say, woman year recollation, and you declare more constituency level on that. A banner sounds so easy, and to me, and share one more case, a change nothing, Mumra Mayor recollation, and see, no, and rano. But the Ecosi, no, you name say, and no November easy, I can say, and what the any is certified, and I said, then, and no woman, yeah. Yeah, you want information. Yeah, you be so at the Akasa wo. If you can't central, the no so the Ecosi and say. Now we almost say attack 31 polling stations. And son and Kwama Kazi. No, one in our issues. Say wo ho. The wait here, see a waste mentia. The wait here, see a waste mentia. It's in the say. Good one now. O matini aye wetima ebie 70% or more. Now, almost say about 1 brand, and my whole point is 70% of the ballot papers in Wapuntabu. Nasa clear been a whole one from Swanasa into Niwa, which means Nadia over 66% and also now we declare. It's based on that, and Emra, one would declare or Kakwe Central, Diana, Baba Sidik, and yeah, announcing it, or yeah. MP elect for Okanko Central. And for now, what I know is that Dome Pabenya and Abdulmanov, they said they need, yeah, a walk to say. Can't say Abdulmanov, but the woman resource, no matter say, or more regulation.
Na your friend is saying, Okanko Central, dear no. Electoral Commission, returning officer or region, who announced your constituency want a car, say, Emraneka se winya more than 75% of coalition sheeter and as a pink sheeter ubetimi aye declaration why na edem rasem ne bae sa emranko modie we ne it started from the NDC camp Peter Boama Otukono and Sam George say emrane say over 66% aye ready na senkaye no are in dispute they can go ahead and declare. Now, no, nanka, 1% regional director, Mame Gladys Pinker, or no, and any declaration, no. And I'm a there be returning officer now, or call constituency, or no, or yes or year declaration, no. Now, on also, or Tijuana, NDC, and California, and the mobile way inside, no question, no better not table, no, sir, one may declare results, and one and Central for Ekasaya will declare results. Indiana yehu sana Sam George mujina ne ho a omo hwe ne mani declare no. Okay. Did they say you watching you nim say is the baba beka say still woman year connection for Abdulmanov into woman call until further notice and I said bekwa say you be si bi answer no ye the better at Asantoa mayena se bibia ni ebesia ba bedi nkomo bio why yeah that's papa Ekosiise saying so ni at least out of the 9 outstanding constituencies electoral commission chairperson edi hon komo enra no at least ye hu the Abdulmanov there which is still on hold and the reasons why Asantoa dia to yenim Dome kwa benya de enso yehu the current situation. I don't know if say lawyer Mike Okwe Jr. Waje atum say wedincho anase he still has issues based on what happened yesterday. Yebenya ono ankasa ne no edi enkomo and then Okaikwe Central de enso wama wahu de ekokosi ye emra Sam George new to kono ekoti ye maybe Sam George new to kono will give better and further particulars on the actual law and where Sam ran was just for education purposes. Already Honorable Patrick Boama Edi Atudja said he is heading to the High Court to protest that particular declaration and he would wait for that. Yebeko Damongo said Yebeko Hafuano North, Yebeko Ewutu Senya East, in Sawema Dwejiri, Akwetia, Suhum, and Natechiman South, ne Honsono, Yashedi Ekoso. Just stay with us as we go through the show and Ekosiise On Asempa FM. So Oman,
well, Obi, maybe Obi Kaso Nasem Kokota Debi Adamka, that has always been the best option for all of us as a people and as a country. MT wow bonus subiano. Once a befa electoral commission drew Ben him never to abel say yes share Kurana so visit Nipan under duress and or the detail common officer and Tasuma. That's why that option is open so wide for you say call na call the media penny I had to say the huna ni ehu bi ni tina course one year we we don't use that to build the country. There be all the search of mind there and then that's what makes sense. Say Matima book will be abaso as a citizens check led by one gentleman by name Lord Ramper. Okay. Say Yemo Obi and Yenyoma Ensem Fata. Rather than they are taking that job, as I say, our state agencies take you over normal year. How is that possible? Yeah. And I met Titu NDC Chita for. And Nunti Namon paying for the grand same or when you are breaching one you cannot walk over Otukono or Sam George or
if they are there, the supporters don't need to also go there.
You can't run over them.
Yeah.
And you're possible. At this point, you can't. And the more in your emergency or more presence, and they be determine what they it's not done anyway. Ya to a baby, with your mouth, Quenya Cross, and Waba baby, a king car, Wabi Jinaho, and you didn't know. And your people of persons of interest, no Mujina. One would GD or Muse, or maybe beyond Toba.
Yes.
It is your uncle for the Baba catcher. So, Yanni Yaganis been Yakin Kay, who say, oh, with ye.
Baby, I'm a
Cogenti, Moyanamuto, Unisabia. Said you now who be you, Frozana, or say, we you for sanity.
Sure.
Into Nano Brenabano, manage it well. Because if you don't manage it well, you don't know tomorrow. And I dear crowd, they be at the Macase. Man penina nkasa ya pa no kra na ka chese munye careful na the Ghana for at esuban no mache ne e kire se asudi e da so no yen nyoma ebe boa ma sa mpuntuo ni enyoma dodo na ye wo eye opposition yaka no ebetimi afietu anamo help your government at this point. If you go to the disassembly and break the glass and all those things, don't forget it's a budget.
Budget.
Budget already. What banner describe what banner we say? I buy out the banner. I'm gonna book. Don't. It is kind of cry who another no. What's our saying your mind? This is you are dragging us back. At this point, the prayer of every genuine person, our Ghana needs, especially the NDC sympathizers, is that they should demonstrate to Ghanaians that they knew what they were saying was in opposition. Maybe they have their 120 days a year
social contract.
Yeah. Are we able to go by that social contract or not? So what I say. So that is what we should be looking at. It is an yoman na bompa ma wa ban na wa ban nyame na dom on take you over 7 January 2025. For the right people no it's miamia odo nyina. Even in your case, we are limited people to perform. Give us great output. It bompa say obi aye fan say we minister we DC we chief executive we obey the self fatama enipa dodo na nkasa enya honfaso. It's not going to attack a NADMO4 building. Of course it's obi di freezer as say oil ne sa no man. What kind of attitude is this?
Deep freezer but na government property.
What kind of attitude is this? And everybody is looking on because of what? Yeah, it's not good for us as a country. It's not good for us as a country.
So, video about amount for tanker.
These results, it demonstrates that Ghanaians were fed up with a lot of things.
Yes.
That conversation will come another time. But they kept their cool. It's clear that Ghanaians were much more than fed up with whatever. That's why investment costs our more permutations of a year 6 million, 4 million. Apathy set. Apathy are setting a form of election. A year
staying.
Yes.
Deciding not to vote is in itself a vote.
Apathy. And then on the sort baby. More and more people with my apathy bus system.
Yes.
Say Ubushian lessons as a government in waiting over 70. Ubushian lessons are lessons libini kwanya aban we afaso afere poto in terms of election results.
Yes.
You would also try to avoid it. But say you cannot say also now you know the styles of the how Ghanaians behave. They will never talk. They will just be looking at you obnobeko enobeba. So what I say, enipa hu ni tirimuda, abu akrama obesan, ba hu ni petirimuda. He fan about me call rally amamwa. So you should tell any government that has the opportunity now and say it's not a matter of brute force again. No. Yes, you can adopt your brute force.
Asempa
But the
FM.
consequences is that you are not guaranteed that every 4 or 8 years, you are able to move forward a step further.
Sure.
Your first responsibility is that you have a 4-year mandate, which you have to push and push it well to go beyond a certain average and a certain perception that and then and then by a corruption, and then by a family and friends. When you start making the people feeling that way again, what it means, therefore, is that you are preparing them. Your own exit.
And I think, just a top up to the vacancy here, say, if you are an NDC supporter, this is a very sweet victory for the party.
Sweet.
But as much as you want to celebrate, you should know, say, adia bakwa enwo se party we elusu is the goodwill a Ghana for actually in the elections. Because John Mahama has a 4-year term, there is really no time to be coming to address na party for say her and a munyayo na statement na why. By now the party's attention should be on how are we helping the president to appoint the right people into positions. Ebema, what you promised the Ghanaian people, but because mind you, said this is a party. In this same 4 years, the party would have to find a successor to the president. Sebastian Etenwa Eswa. And when him says high internal contest, another big matter. And really, if the years are what to really prove a point to the Ghanaian people, that is what you need to do to prove the Ghanaian people. There is no time.
Yes, it has done on the national executive. That's why the chairman of the party himself will come and say he can feel the responsibility now.
There is no time. But and I know me go through even the first 120 days social contract. Promises back, I think 25 was a 26. Man, no crown enye jumaketwa. And sana wako the main manifesto sector by sector. Enye jumaketwa. And if there is anything Ghana for share with this election result, they've shown said now they are going to pick party manifesto, and then they will start taking. Okay, what team are you way? What team are you way? If you are not able to do it, and President Mahama Anakai said the results show say Ghanaians will not be patient with you again. And this is not the time just to distract the party, smooth takeoff also party ninya, goodwill also mupuli Ghana for along. You would whittle that goodwill away. The party supporters should sit down in the midst of the celebration and reflect soberly and know the task ahead. And yeah, ejumaketwa and that party and informing the next government.
Ghana Gas, there are a lot of people who have taken over Ghana Gas as we are talking now. And that's what I'm saying. The IGP at this point, I'm surprised. The president of the land, I'm surprised. But nobody didn't want to Jim. Now, quite a different story altogether.
It's just
I
one
still with the NDC that they have to, because clearly it's pointing to them. They have to issue a statement to that effect.
Yeah, but I think even with the NDC, yes, what they can do is issue a statement. But we have a president of the republic. On the 7th of January.
We have
the president cannot just sit and watch. Or commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Yes, your party has lost an election, but it doesn't take away the mandate of Ghana for the now.
But the point is that yes. Doesn't mean that Ghana will be no,
there is still a government in place.
That's the point. It's make us say, it's a say, you be able to say, you walk a man can be a dim brand a year, Juma. So I dear now, I buy his son. Now, I bet he said, oh man,